Dynamite and Carpool Karaoke. Cool, these are 7 really cute, funny guys who light up the world with their smiles and their color. Black Swan, as you know, or as you are about to see, is a very different vibe. It's a very different thing. Hi, I'm Ashley Sue. If you're new here, I do videos on midlife, mental health, and BTS and how those 3 things converge. In the middle of Wings Week, I am hitting Black Swan. To be honest, I had no intentions of being punny about Black Swan and Airplane for Wings Week. This is not a first reaction. This is a let's revisit reaction to Black Swan, which is a video that pulled me in at the very beginning of my BTS journey. There's a whole video about my BTS journey and why they've become an important part of my day. More to it than what that video says, but I'm not comfortable putting all that out there yet. If I live long enough, the time shall come, but I'm just not quite there yet. I guess to kind of give you the mindset of where I was when I discovered Black Swan. Well, that video that I linked to covers a lot of that, some of that, and I was not in a good mental place when I discovered BTS. I am not necessarily in a good mental place now. I am thankful for the gift of what BTS gives us though, because they give us a gift. Back to Black Swan. Black Swan had been out for, I don't know, 8 months or something, I think. I had spent a month in the trenches with Dynamite. I think the very next song I looked up after Dynamite, I think it was Black Swan, because I wanted to know one of the songs that they had sung in Carpool Karaoke. This video though took my infatuation with them as pop stars to being very talented and having a little more depth to them. A lot more depth to them than I had imagined just from Dynamite. And I'm very thankful that they sang that in Carpool Karaoke. What was the song they sang on Carpool Karaoke? I need to know. And then suddenly I'm up in the heavens, surrounded by stars and planets and a whole universe that is BTS. And that's where we're gonna hit play today. So I sincerely think I remember correctly, this is the first video I watched after Dynamite. And while I can see where this beginning for anti-boy band people makes them think boy band alert, for me, I was like, holy shit, they can dance. Like they can really dance. Straight out the gate, I love that they're barefoot in scenes together. I also love his combat boots. I adore their suits, the black, the white. The lyrics are really intense when I finally looked them up, which you can probably guess from the song. That theater is beautiful. But not as beautiful as Jimin's dancing. At this point, I still knew nothing about the guys, but it was so obvious that they did not just learn choreography for this video. Jimin in particular, it was obvious that he has formal training. That he has formal training. In a Bangtan bomb, I saw the guys laugh at the scene and say that it's the K-pop scene. I don't watch K-pop videos, so I don't know. Oh. Okay, this soap moment, this J-Hope and Suga back and forth in the studio, and their lyrics and their shadows. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh! This is Airplane all over again. Okay, I'm sorry, I stopped reacting because I was so drawn in. Alright, we gotta back up before the stupid mid-ad roll happens, or... Yeah, this is Airplane Part 2 all over again. Which is funny because that was the first reaction, and this one I've seen dozens of times. So, my thoughts and notes on this before we get rolling again. I did not know at the time. Obviously, there were very important themes in this video. I did not know at the time how important themes of reflection and shadows and mirroring, not just reflections, but mirroring, is a huge concept in a lot of their videos and songs. I also didn't know that frequently in their music, they can make a really sad song sound really happy. In this case, this and Suga's Shadow, they just dive right in, and the vibe is every bit as intense. Some people can watch a movie once and they're done with it. They can read a book once, they're done with it. They can watch a music video once and they're done with it. I've never been that person, especially when there's so many layers to pull back. I mean, you have videos like Airplane and Airplane 2 where there are no mysterious meanings. There is nothing philosophically to grasp out of it. And they're fun to watch over and over just because they're beautiful and fun. Which Airplane 2, another song that turns out to be kind of sad. Didn't sound like it. That sexy, awesome mariachi vibe. Mariachi? Mariachi. Let's fly. I like that their suits aren't just white. It looks like it until you pay attention. But they all have gray parts on them that aren't just shadows. They're dancing barefoot, which is phenomenal. Barefoot. God. He's so cool. Look at his hair and his hoops. That line's sad. What if I die my first death I've always been afraid of? I know I'm not reacting, I'm sorry. Okay, so in Dynamite, they had their chorus that was a lot of fun to dance to. Again, with this being the next video that I deeply fell for, their choreography is at a whole different level. And I didn't know at the time that, like, Hobie, he's our hope for his hope, he's J-Hope. So this is so intense. This mirroring, oh my gosh. And they do that, not these two people in particular, but have you noticed in a lot of their videos, they'll have two of them mirroring each other well? The reflection here. He's so worldwide handsome, even the mirrors can't stop staring at him. Like, nothing about these guys looks young. I heard a lot of flack from, I'm gonna call them low-key haters on Dynamite, saying they all look like 13-year-old boys and girls. Watch this video and tell me any of them look like teenagers or girls. Yeah. Cause, I mean, really, let's... Oh! I went back more than I meant to. There are times during his dance solos that I almost can't breathe. I love watching creative people in their flow. Yeah, watch this video and tell me any of them look like teenage boys or like girls. Damn, so beautiful. And that final shot, it's borderline fake love vibe. But the shadow never leaves. Bye, JK. Alright, they're just freaking badasses. If you've never watched one of their Bangtan bombs, you really should. They're so funny. A lot of the times, big artists go one of two ways. Either they never want you to see behind the curtain. They want you to only see the magic, to see the performance, and to believe that's the reality. Because they know sometimes you lose people when they start to see you as human. Then you have other artists who, they become really big and then they're like, let me show you peeks into reality. Here I am without makeup. I'm just like you. And then you have BTS, who's taken a very different approach. This group has now been going for, we're talking the member who's been there the longest, about a decade. This is significant. This is a thing. What BTS has done there from the beginning is put on the show and then show you how they do the trick. So every time they release a video, they release 1, 2, 3, 4 videos at the same time. 1 is the actual music video. 2 is the making of that video, which I only recently discovered those. I think it's called BTS episodes, and they're awesome. Save Me, seeing how they did a whole one-shot video, amazing. Then they release a Bangtan bomb, which is when the members get together and they get to see the video for the very first time by themselves. And the first time they're watching it, it's them sitting on the floor looking at a laptop, pretty much like a normal person does, and to see their excitement of how the video comes together, because they're working on it, but it looks different for them than what the final product is. And then the last thing they release is that it? Suddenly I can't remember. Maybe it's just those 3. Why did my brain glitch and say 4 if it's 3? And if it's 4, why can't I remember the 4th one? Oh yeah, the 4th video! I'm such a ding dong. The 4th video is their dance practice. Them learning the choreography, because that is a whole thing within itself, like right there, choreography, BTS dance practice. They lift the veil on the magic behind what they do. You can have some control over how much mystery you want the band to be. You do get to see that a lot of work does go into making these performances, and that they are people. We all commit ourselves to something, whether that something is nothingness, laziness, parenthood, a career in business, or a career in the arts, our marriage, whatever. We throw ourselves in and commit ourselves to something that inevitably takes up our life. And currently for them, their art is that, their art and each other and their fans. Now I'm going to play a clip from their reaction. Oh, always do captions. Their older ones you have to find. There's a channel called like Bangtan English subs or something, and you can find them there.
야 되게 커 보인다.
그러니까 이게 되게 조그만데.
작았었는데.
이게 바로 영화.
와 지민.
지민. 갑자기 점프를? 지민. 와 저거 할 줄 맞아. 오 방금 되게 맞춘 거 같아.
이거 뒤에 내가 해줬다고 이거.
그림자 지민이다 저거.
야 남준 그림자 제가 했어요.
So sugar.
봤어? 나 시가 형 봤어. 광가. 광가. 이거 지민이 발이 커 보이는. 자, 한 320g. 그러니까. 오케이. 갑자기 옆돌기를. 나도 이런 거 하나 했었는데 봤다.
야.
섞어서 있었구나. 우와.
Now see, they're goofballs. They're excited. They're goofy.
진짜 쓰러졌어. 너무 많이 마셨어 이거. 역시 맥주만 마시. 멋있는데요?
야 이 뮤비 완성형인데?
Wings, shadows, reflections. Gush, 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 gush. I wish I gushed about this like this about everything in my life. And I think honestly that's part of my thing for BTS and mental health and midlife. I'm struggling in some ways of my life right now, reckoning with some things that I feel like I had no control over, or that I see now I had control over and it's too late. And that's just such a rotten feeling to have at any point in your life. BTS is kind of my hope in that. The fact that I feel this way about something and that I feel this inspired and excited and more alive watching them give of themselves. I'm not saying that they're saints and martyrs. I'm not saying that what they do isn't rooted in their own enjoyment at all either. But what they are doing is giving of themselves much harder than if they had gone a different path. And they know what they do impacts people. And they take that very, very seriously themselves, to the point where I do fear for them that it can lead to burnout. Emotional burnout. I sincerely believe this band is made of 7 empaths. And that is hard to balance at any age, and particularly in your 20s. The world is better because of the place that these 7 men hold in this world, as well as the staff around them and their families. That is why I make videos on midlife, mental health, and BTS and where they converge. I don't normally do a full week of BTS in a row. That is purely for this week because I just wanted to kind of kick it off with a bang. Again, I thought the Wings short films would take a whole week. They were amazing. If you have not seen them, please check that out. They are so good. God bless you, and remember, you never walk alone.